Good morning. Today is Saturday, October 6th, 2018. The time is 5:54 a.m. Pacific time. Yes, it took me a minute to figure out what time it was. Okay, as the title indicates, today is a somewhat short stream. I'm not feeling the best today, but didn't really want to cancel the stream, so I'm going back to a game that I find enjoyable. A game that I find enjoyable, but not too difficult, obviously. Okay, so let's see if we can kind of refresh my memory, so to speak, as to. Okay. That's right. Okay, we need to get this house together, so to speak. So, let's see what we can do. Now, I put these, I guess half walls, for lack of a better word. I'd only put this up just to divide the rooms, since there is some difficulty as to if you have all the rooms set up a single way, yeah, it doesn't really work. So, like I said, I am going to kind of reacquaint myself to what I have done. I believe this is still a restroom. Yes. Is it a full or half? It's a full bath. Okay. And I believe this is probably, yeah, this is going to be a second bedroom. Okay. Might have to move the shelves and move this stuff, not sure. But if memory serves me well, the upstairs is an exclusive master. Yeah. So this is the master suite, so to speak. And too bad the curtains don't really work properly. I'd have to knock that wall out, I believe, to get curtains in here. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just trying to kind of refamiliar myself with this project. Okay, I will do the furniture in a few. In the meantime, I'm just, like I said, trying to reacquaint myself with everything I have done. So, I'm gonna change the flooring. However, before I change the flooring, I think, okay, this is all done. Why don't we repaint this garage? And the garage is kind of bothering me. And, yeah, let's see if we can set this TV somewhere. I don't want to waste it. So yeah, we have two entrances into the garage. Not really sure if I need to. I might take out the, you know what? I think I will take out this entrance. Let me see. Yeah, because why do we need two entrances to the garage? Okay, so let's go ahead and sell this. I believe it's 7. We will wall all this in, kind of close this in. That way we actually have more area to put furniture and other things. Boy, I'm not sure what happens. Oh, my frame rate is down. And I'm dropping too many frames for my comfort, to be honest. Okay, what's going on? Okay, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. Okay, so let's see. There we go. You know, they keep improving this game, and of course, as I, you know, myself and others have, I'm gonna leave that open. Yeah, I'm sure anyone who enjoys this game already knows from myself and or the many others who stream this game. They are preparing to oh, come on, think, Wolf. They are preparing to release a new DLC. Okay, I'm gonna have to move that. Which adds gardening. You know, you can add. I'm assuming it's just, you know, add plants, flowers, different things that you might see in the yard. Which, you know, all I can say is it's about time. Unfortunately, you know, there's other things I feel more, I feel should take precedence over, you know, adding a garden, you know, adding the yard care type stuff. But, you know, hey, the majority have spoken, so gotta respect what the majority want. You know, it's sometimes you have to put your personal opinions, desires, etc., aside, and you know, do what's best. You know, like I said, it's not always about us. It's not always about the person. It's about them, the group. I think that's one thing I learned over the years of serving on various boards and committees and, you know, all those governing bodies, is that, you know, a lot of times you have to put your personal agenda aside and focus on what's best for the majority. And that holds true with anything in life. And I think people in general especially this day and age, really have a difficult time doing that. I mean, society these days seems to be more about me, myself, and I. And it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Okay, I'm gonna fill the brush just in case. I might change the kitchen color, I'm not sure. But, okay, let's see if we can move this switch. Nope, can't move the switch. Can we sell the switch? Well, we can remove it. Okay, let's, okay, we're gonna have to, let's get a new switch in here. And all the homes these days, you know, speaking of switches, I really wish that they would allow for different face plates. You know, just like different things, furniture in the game, you can select different colors based on your preference. Okay, well, I'm gonna put, so yeah, I really think that they really need to start considering that. Probably shouldn't have closed that quite yet, because I think I'm gonna need a, well, we'll see what happens first. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this awful pink. Let me open this first. So hopefully everyone's having a nice beginning of the weekend. Yeah, to be honest, for my wife and I, since our schedules seem to change so dramatically every week, as you can tell by the schedule I post on Twitter, which, yes, I still need to add the Twitter link to YouTube. Yeah, weekends for us are throughout the week. Sometimes there's, you know, kind of separated. So we kind of, you know, weekends for us don't really mean the same as they do for others. Okay, what kind, you know what, instead of the pink, why don't we just switch out to just black and white checkers. Kind of a popular look for a lot of, especially car enthusiasts. Well, it's not exactly what I thought. Great. I forgot this one doesn't actually look, doesn't actually lay down the way it looks. Which, yeah, I really wish they would change that. Let's see, maybe this one's the one I want. Yeah, I said I was gonna play Assassin's Creed today, but I mean, obviously we'll get to the game eventually. I'm just, like I said, I'm just not really feeling up to it today. I just feel kind of drained. Okay, I'm gonna have to see what's going on with, yeah, I keep dropping frames. Okay, what kind of tile should we put in the living, or in the kitchen? We want something nice. Okay. Yeah, this is where it gets a little, a little difficult. After you've played the game so long, it's like you seem to, I've mentioned this with this game so many times in the past. You get to the point where, okay, yeah, I've used that before, but I've used all the tile, just about all the tile here. Let's see what this looks like. Only thing we can do is just give it a go. No, and we're not gonna give that one much of a go. That's what I call fugly. Okay, we'll give that a try. And like I said, we might very well redo, change a lot in the game. Wow, I thought I had, okay, I haven't done much in here in the way of changing anything. I'm probably not going to play this the entire stream. I'm just going to see if I start feeling better. And I might switch out. Mashinky came out with, which is a train game. I love my train games. Anyways, they came out with a update that adds new industries. So I'm thinking about switching to that. I know, I noticed when I was setting up, Cringer is playing that game right now. So definitely don't want to compete with him as far as that goes. But you play what you play the game you feel like playing. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what route to go. It was too bad you don't get kind of a idea. Yeah, it would be nice if it gave you, it kind of gave you what the pattern will look like in the end. To me, this kind of has a more formal look. Although it's not too bad, so I'll go for this. And like I said before, you can always change things. Okay. Yeah, see, by leaving that a wall, we can put a TV or whatever we wish. Okay, we carpeted that. I'm thinking about changing this floor. Although it's not bad, I can't really say it's that bad. I really wish they had floor kind of like what we have in our house. We have kind of that distressed, like old barn type flooring, and we really love it. Okay, good. Yeah, we really like how it came out. Oh, that's even darker. No, 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 no. See, that's what I'm talking about. These are not what you see or what you get. Which, I really have a problem with that, to be honest. Well, that's actually not too bad, I suppose. Yeah, it's not really my favorite, to be honest. Okay, you can't do that. But, in my opinion, it is nicer than it was. So, let's see. Here's my issue. I really wish I could build the wall against the stairs, instead of the way we have to. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to get back there, which is really unfortunate. Okay. Oops. And I personally believe that the floor should be the same throughout the house. Whoops. That was good. I mean, of course, it's up to, hey, that kind of matches the stairs, so that was a good choice, actually. Okay, so let's... I finished watching this series, Netflix series, The Crown. I have to wait till the new series comes out, but not really. I'm not really sure. So, the Queen came out and said that episode 9 of season 2 really didn't portray Prince Philip properly. It really made him feel. It really made him seem like he really lacked any feeling towards Prince Charles. Oops. Yeah, I don't want to leave that. So yeah, for the life of me, I can't. Whoops. For the life of me, I can't really understand why the show would decide to portray him that way, as opposed to just, you know, representing the facts. You know, when you have issues like that in a show, or I really call that, kind of refer to that series as a documentary based series. And when you get something that wrong, it really puts the whole series in question as to the accuracy of the information. So yeah, it's just not sure what to think about that. Okay, I would really like to get curtains throughout the house, but that's not gonna happen. So I might have all those things on the shelf in the guest bedroom. Might have to sell. Not sure. Okay, let's see what we can do. I'm trying to see if now, I'm still waiting for the hardwired, still waiting for the hardwired Cat 5s. I'm using wireless connections, which I do not like, but I changed the channel that all three of my Wi-Fi bands run on, because I looked at my chart and they were just so congested. Some channels, most people basically plug in their routers and it's set to automatic, so everyone's basically like on 2.4. They're kind of set to like channel 6 or something like that, and that really makes it, you know, so congested. So I moved around my channels a little bit to kind of get a channel that was, you know, out by itself on each one of my bands. Obviously 2.4 gigahertz is, yeah, almost all of that's used up. Fortunately, the 5 gigahertz and the 60 gigahertz, especially 60 gigahertz, isn't really used at all. But what I really wish I could set, I have an extender that's a tri-band extender. I really wish I could set up that extender to only communicate over 60 gigahertz to the main router. I think routers should be set, you know, you should be able to set up a access point to work that way. But unfortunately it's not always, you know, logic isn't always used. Okay, so, well, actually with this I won't be able to put a curtain. You know, that's one thing, you know, the developers of this game are focusing on a new DLC, but yet the curtains, I mean, look, I'll just show you. Let's see, let's look at curtains and blinds. These are our choices. You can put blinds, open or shut, or curtains. So let me see. So we could put it there, but look how far that extends over the sides. I mean, come on, I know sound systems extend, but yeah, I think this is a little ridiculous in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, see, I mean, there has to be a happy medium, in my opinion. See, this makes it impossible to put it there. Well, let's see. If I move these, okay, I'm gonna sell these. I don't think they add value. Let me see before I really. This is a pretty neat trick. Well, it didn't work the way I wanted. Most time you can delete the shelves and all this stuff ends up just falling straight to the ground or straight to the next level down, neatly packed, so to speak. Okay, so let me see. I think I'm gonna go for, let's go for short. Okay, so that will work. Okay. But unfortunately, it's not going to work everywhere. Yeah, I feel so exhausted today. Our neighbor, they work nights. Though both of them, their jobs require them to work nights. So he decided that he's gonna start working on a project in the backyard or somewhere, and out there drilling and using the power tools at like 11:30 at night, and yeah, really didn't set well with us. It's when you live in a community, you have to be courteous to your neighbors. Um, you know, try to get things done by 8 p.m. or something like that. We have a noise ordinance in the city which doesn't allow loud noises before 7 a.m. and I believe after 8 a.m. You need to stop. So yeah, we're trying to keep the peace of neighbors, but at times you really have to bite your tongue. Okay, so yeah, I'm having trouble staying awake. Okay, so let me see. I could probably put curtains here. But do I want to is the question. They did fix these curtains, at least enough so you can have something on the window, in the window, and it should work. So at least that's good, but I really wish they would make curtains that didn't require so much room on either side. You know, they just could have been moved in to, instead of way out here, they could have moved it so it's right here. You know, take off about 2/3 of that end, and I think it will be perfect, or as close to perfect as you can. I think it just, it needs too much space on either side. Okay. Yeah, not sure about curtains in the kitchen. So let's see what areas we can actually put curtains. No, well, that one should, okay. This looks like a wide one. I'm not sure. No, actually it's not. I think the next house I'm gonna, instead of trying to build it to be a home, I think I'm gonna go for something different, like other streamers have done as well. Instead of making it a home, oops, actually I don't need that. Instead of making it, oh yeah, I do need it. I thought you can turn it into a restaurant or a barber shop, or who knows what. There's so many things you can do. I was thinking about doing one as a theater, like have all kinds of chairs where you can sit, watch the movie. I think that would be pretty fun. It's not the most original, but we can make like a small convenience store with all the materials they give you for preppers. Okay, now I figured if there's a window in the garage. Actually, I think that is a window. Yep. Okay. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time really waking up. Don't want to take any more caffeine pills or have too much caffeine. It's not really the healthiest thing to do. I'm not a big coffee drinker, and that's how most people start the day. Coffee has a lot more caffeine than most other drinks, except for energy drinks, of course. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to really become too dependent can't put curtains there. That's definitely gonna have to be a blind. Bummer. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. You know, too bad you can't open these and close the blinds. I mean, heck, in a real home you can. So I'm not... Okay, let's see if this is gonna work, actually. No, that's a wide. We need a narrow. It might work, okay. Not bad. Yeah, I would love to have a two-story home. Obviously, I can't. Well, I could, but see, this is what I'm talking about. That just messes up everything, in my opinion. So, wow. That one wall. Yeah, that kind of screwed up the whole thing for me. This means I'm going to have to take everything out of the window seal. Over here as well. And unfortunately you can't have unfortunately you can't have window or anything in the window if you're gonna put blinds, especially blinds. Or can you? They might make a liar out of me. How is this gonna work? To be honest, I don't see how it's gonna work. Okay. Well, I guess I can live with that. It's not that legitimate. I've never seen a setup like that. Wow. So, I'm assuming it's the small plants. Of course, you know what they say about assuming. Yeah, see? Okay. No, like I said, this is definitely not my ideal setup. Yeah, I'm getting a little frustrated with the game. But, that's only because I'm always trying to push myself to do something different in the game. And I think we should all. Okay, yes, yeah. I don't think the plant was far enough out. Okay, so obviously this means that blind's going to in the bathroom as well, which, yeah, I think that's a good thing. I don't think, you know what? I keep looking at that, I keep looking at the tile that stops halfway under across the bottom of the window, or almost halfway, and I'm not liking it, to be honest. So I think I might take it the rest of the way. Yeah, I'm just not liking that at all. So let me buy more tile. Okay, it's gonna be just a dark blue tile. And we're not gonna even use much of it. Let's see if this actually looks better. One more. Should I go completely across? I think so. It just didn't look right to me. And of course I'll have to go above the window as well. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes having tile just around the water areas makes it look incomplete. Yeah, see what? So hopefully this adds. No, I'm not going to do in the window. I don't really like how that looks. I know when you do jobs, as they try to train you how to play the game, they have you put tile in the windowsill, and and I guess that's a personal preference thing. I just don't like. The reason I don't like it is because you really don't see that occur. Okay, that's better actually. Only had one more. I think we only had one more piece left. That's better. Okay. So, I'm thinking in the kitchen. And I'm going to start on the kitchen now. And I'll come up and work on the bedroom later. But I'm thinking in the kitchen in particular, I'm going to take the curtains down and put blinds in only because curtains in the kitchen just don't seem right for some reason. So let's sell this. Okay. No, I think these. No, I guess not. I was about to say I think these swan are gonna get in the way, but apparently not. That's what kind of bothers me with this. There's no consistency. Well, I guess it just depends on how far in. So I shouldn't say that. You know, like I said, I'm tired. I probably shouldn't stream. Just feeling like crap today. Okay, let's get the kitchen done. So, kitchen, okay. Now, I remember when I first started playing this game, I did not like these cabinets. And it's kind of grown on me. So, let's see, what kind of style do we want to go with? Actually, let me see. What happened to Twitch? Let me see how YouTube is faring. Okay, well these look okay. Okay, let's get to the furniture. Yeah, when I first started playing this, I just did not like well, we'll leave that white. I wasn't a big fan of these. And now it's kind of grown on me. I've learned to appreciate it a lot more. So I found a way to find peace, I guess, with these. Okay, now, do I want to go, you know, I should have put the corner piece. Whoops. Round one. There we go. This might not fit. Of course not. Will it fit on this side? It's too big for this side, not big enough. Okay, well, actually, that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna buy one and set it over here. There we go. And let's move this down and see. It might put too much space. And now watch, there's gonna be too much open area now, so there's gonna be a gap. If that's the case, then I kind of have an idea of how I can fix that. Well, it might not be such a big gap, I'm not sure yet. If there is, yeah, there is a gap, okay. Well, sorry, Charlie. Okay. So, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I remember I was pretty dead set, against these. And, yeah, as I've used them, it's like, okay, I found my peace with them, so, oh great, that's not gonna work either. So close and yet so far. You know, I might be able to move the garage wall in a little. Okay, if I just move it this. So, yeah, I don't like having gaps because then, yeah, I kind of try to play these. You know, kind of try to use the same rules as you would in a real home. I mean, who would really be satisfied? Come on, who would really be satisfied having little gaps in their kitchen? You know, that's a big question. It's like, I know I wouldn't. If we had gaps in our kitchen, I wouldn't be happy. So I try to play every game, any kind of simulator especially, I try to play them as if it were the real world. So here's a question. Okay, here's the problem. Let me see if I can. If I move the wall in, I can't move the wall in that small of increments. It's just not possible. So, can we... Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. It's not set for the... Well, maybe. Let me see. Wrong way. Yeah, see, it's too... Okay, this is where you need to say, hey, developers, what were you thinking? They make they make these things so it's impossible to get a nice, perfect fit. And if I put this in, it's too wide. And as you can see, it's just like, you know, just a hair off. And just to show you, kind of to make the point, if we do, let me go to a single piece. See, I would have to put a wall. So, okay. See, you can only go like that, but what I need to do, you see my little white dot? I need the wall to start here and end over here, but you can't do that. So without being able to do that, it kind of messes the whole plan up. So I need to figure out how I'm going to fix that issue. This is where you need custom cabinets. Okay, let's see. So if I buy this, Wow. Now what can I put over here? Yeah, I'm getting a little frustrated, my friends. Just a little frustrated. Okay, how can I do this? Yeah, even this. Let me see something. No, I don't think that's gonna work. Even if I wanted it to. Yeah, see? It's just like, it's like half, it's just fraction off. Okay, let me try something else. We might be able to salvage this. Let me turn. Okay, I didn't keep that. Okay, let's give this another try. All this means is that you just have to be more creative. So will this work? No, it will not. Everything I do, okay. Everything I do ends up kind of adding up to, it's like, okay, you need like a quarter of the space. Okay, let's go for, let me see, if I put this in, I think even now it's going to be a quarter. Or just, yeah, see, look at, whatever I do, it just does not want to work. Mercy. So how do we deal with this? I need to come up with a creative way to make this kitchen just work. Let's see, I have a little more room on this side. So let me try something. You know, that's what this game is all about. Trying things out and seeing what you get. Okay, so if I put this in. Okay, this might not look real relevant, but let's just entertain the idea. Okay, can I go back and no? I guess not. You know, I'm sorry. This event way too big. Okay, so how do we salvage this? I think I have an idea. There's still a gap, but I guess that's as good as we're gonna get. And like I said, if anyone has suggestions, always feel free. You know what? We're gonna always have a gap, so just, yeah, let's just put this in. Is there? No, I guess they don't have a dishwasher in this, do they? How wide is this? There's gotta be, no, see that's, well actually wait, that will work. Hmm. Yeah, let's not buy that quite yet. It's like a big jigsaw puzzle. So let me see, what if I put in, oops, no, 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 no. I think what it's gonna come down to, regardless of what I do, it's not gonna fit. you would think that this would fit, but it just needs to be a little wider. I think that's the story of my life. It's like, we just need it to be a little wider. This is too wide. Whoops. So I need some help from anyone who has suggestions. Or am I just trying to make this too perfect, for lack of a better word? You know, I do have that problem. I do try to achieve perfection, for lack of a better word. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. But you know, there's some combination that has to work. Okay. This reminds me of all those home, improvement shows where they get all the cabinets delivered and then they have to figure out how to fit them in their space. Now, what if I try to put this on the other wall instead? You know, sometimes when you're doing these home improvements, so to speak, sometimes you have to let the shelves dictate to you where they're gonna go. So although we would like them to go on that one wall, sometimes they don't want to go where you want them to go. Okay, so let's see. Now I got all these parts. Actually, this is probably the better way to do this. Place that. Okay, now it seems to be coming in a little better. And now we are... Okay, why is the stream having so many difficulties? Okay, there we go. On a second. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what problems we're having. Yeah, the internet is working just fine. I hope that the Wi-Fi channel I went to isn't hasn't reduced the integrity or the operation. I might have to end the stream and come back. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do this. Yeah, my ping to the server looks fine. Everything looks fine, to be honest. Okay, so if it drops again, we will have to address that issue. Okay, so how do we want to set the rest of this up? Okay, that's actually, we're gonna have to sell this. Sorry, buddy. Okay, let's see. We are going to. You know, one thing that would kind of be nice is if you want to duplicate a cabinet. It'd be kind of nice if you could click on the cabinet by it and basically tell it to duplicate that cabinet. I think that would save a lot of time, in my opinion. Okay, let's see how this might not, let me see, don't we have different, I thought we had different types of cabinets. Am I really using all of the cabinets? Okay, no. See, I wish they had something like this that went the other way, to be honest. They need something where the, so like if I did this, yeah, it would be nice if this went the other way. Or you could tell it, I want this one that way, etc. Okay, well, unfortunately, regardless of what we do, we're gonna have this. Yeah, I would like this drawer to open up, to be honest. Okay, so we have a wrap around. We could put a refrigerator here. And of course our stove top. how much? Yeah, we're gonna plaster our stove or oven. Okay, so I'm going to say that this needs to go about right here. Okay, so we'll put a vent above, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I think the vents for the stovetops, well, one of them's here. Not sure what the other one is. I like the other vent, but I personally think they made it too large. I like the style. Actually, I like the style of those vents that have kind of like a acrylic clear look to them. But unfortunately, we don't have we can only work with what we have. And please, if any developers watch this, can you please allow the mod community the ability to add to the game? In my opinion, developers that do not embrace the mod community really significantly reduce the longevity of the game, because as we all know, mods really make or break a game. Let's look at, okay, for example, and this is kind of a bad example, but yet a good example at the same time. Let's take Grand Theft Auto. Actually, we need some silver. Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay. Rockstar didn't really embrace the mod community. And although they make really good games, in my opinion, after a while you kind of get tired of doing the same thing over and over and over. So it was the mod community, kind of like Battlefield 1942. The mod community basically wrote a mod and forced it into the game. They had to manually set up the coding so it would go in the game and change how the game operated. I think it was like a Battlefield 1942. I believe that was what, Desert Combat or something mod. One of the most popular mods back then. It was made by a group of modders that called themselves DICE. That group, as I'm sure most know, most probably recognize that name as creators of Battlefield 3 and on. And yeah, they started the whole thing just making a desert a mod for Battlefield 1942 that brought it to a current warfare in the desert with new jets, tanks, etc. when they added that to Battlefield 1942, it increased sales. The sales kind of dropped off. Those who wanted to play a World War II game, bought the game, and I enjoyed it. But then I'm saying, well, now I'm bored, and that modification, that mod that I was able to install, renewed the whole game. Um, Fast forward to Grand Theft Auto 5. Great game. I mean, Rockstar has made some of the best games. I mean, their Grand Theft Auto games, for the most part, have been outstanding. Some of the early ones, they were okay. But yeah, I think Grand Theft Auto 3 or I forget which one, won awards for the music soundtrack even. Had music from the 80s, stuff like that. Really nicely done game. But let's move forward to again. Grand Theft Auto 5. Great game. I played it from beginning to end. Then I said, okay, now what? And then a group came out with LSPDRF, which allowed you to play the game as an officer. The game had a limited ability to do this, but this mod allowed you to, be dispatched, to have call, dispatch you out to different calls, different scenarios. You could pull someone over, and that mod has grown to now these online communities where you can play as a civilian or as an officer. And it's incredible. But my point is that had it not been for these mods, the game would have lost, people would have lost interest in the game, and the game would have, for lack of a better word, died a slow death. So, moving my argument for House Flipper, if the developers really want this title to excel and to go into the future, get a lot of playability for a long-term future, you need to embrace the mod community. I mean, a mod community would, they could give us additional carpet colors, a different tile, you name it. They could add so much to the game. All that needs to happen is for the developer to embrace the mod community. And, those of you, that might argue, well, if you allow mods to change content in the game, then they're not going to make money. That is a very poor argument. Look at Euro Truck Simulator 2, American Truck Simulator. Both of those games support mods, and there are some very, very impressive mods. Even entirely new maps that you can install or add to give either game a completely new look. I had one mod that did South America. Someone took, it wasn't, I can't say it was, you know, game changing, but it was cool. They actually had some of, I mean, as anyone who follows trucking knows that South America has some of the toughest roads anywhere. I mean, you're basically on narrow roads, literally, and tires hanging off the edge a little. You can have half your tire, you know, part of the tread is on the ground, part of the tread is over the cliff. It terrifies a lot of drivers. But yeah, mod, you know, someone made that, which was pretty cool. They had it for Euro Truck. So instead of being in Europe, you were in South America. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I thought I had more twin-sized beds. But yeah, okay, look at in this case, okay, they need to have more beds. The mod community, if this game allowed it enough, you would have so many choices for the bed. It would be, yeah, you would, instead of saying, oh, I've done this, like, I don't want to do it again, you'd say, oh gosh, there's so many mods, it's hard to pick. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can get this installed. Or in the room. We're obviously gonna put it in the corner. Looks good. Okay, let me see if they actually have. But yeah, Euro Truck and American Truck, like I said, they have mods and there are tons. But the company still successfully has income from DLCs. Those are prime examples of how the two systems can work very well in unison. Okay, let's see. We need I'm really having difficulty deciding what to do. You know, this game doesn't seem to be generating too much interest, so I think I am going to switch over to the train game. So, let's see if we can do so without having to restart the stream. So let me exit out of this game. Yeah, basically I think I have one viewer that really enjoys this game. And I like this game as well, but unfortunately, you know, it's extremely difficult to justify playing a game if you only have one person that really seems interested. I definitely will revisit the game once the DLC comes out, obviously. I mean, I still play it offline, but as far as online gameplay, it's just not creating enough interest to, you know, really, to really use it long term. So, let's see if we can change the title and see what we can do. Okay. So I'm going to change this. Then we change the title. Dang. It sounds like someone hit something. Okay, so let's see here. So yeah, we're gonna let that game rest for a little while. Well, let me check something. Hold on. Apparently I did not add a okay, wait, what's going on here? And of course I will more than likely go back to Truck Simulator, American Truck Sim, quite soon. Okay, there we go, we got this. Okay, let me change the title and we will switch. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I use that. I go to the website since I'm changing the name since I'm changing the name on, you know, I'm of course streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. So instead of going to each one and changing the name individually, I just simply it's far easier just to go in and I'm using Restream is what I use to do a multi-server stream. So let me just get these titles and then we will load the game and see what's different with that game. Okay, so okay, that should be changed now. And Mashinky is I know I'm probably butchering the name, but it's really oh boy, how do I do this? Yeah, that seems a little okay, I need to adjust the game first, hold on. Actually, we'll get in here. Trying to see how I need to adjust this. Well, oh good, not responding. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we really appreciate. Oh, come on. Did it crash? Hold on. Let me see if this game crashed. Kinda seems like it did. Okay, let me try that again. Hopefully we can get this working. Okay. Let me just verify that. Okay. Well. Okay, let me see if we can get this. The problem I have, okay, I don't want this to be too small. And I think I think at 1080, I don't think 1080 is gonna work on this. We'll try. Let's see, hopefully. Yeah, see, darn it. Okay, let's see if we can change the graphics. The problem is when you go into my native resolution, let's see, the text might be a little too small for people to read. Okay, so, well, what happened here? Okay, let's see if we can get this to actually work. It's still, man, this burger game. This thing wants to act up on us, doesn't it? Hold on, something is going wrong. Wow, I'm gonna shoot the game. Okay, let's see if. Let's go back in and, yeah, change. All these resolution changes screws up my complete setup for some reason. Okay, so. Come on. Okay. Now we have another issue, which is the text is so small. I'm not even sure. Let me see if I can make it. I don't know, can anyone see that? And this is even working. Okay, well, we'll see if we can get this. We'll see if this is gonna work good enough. I am, to be honest, I'm a little concerned. Okay, so. Okay, let's try to get into a game. Now, if this is too hard to see, please let me know. Okay, let's see what happens here. I might have to switch the stream to 1080. Don't really want to, but just might have to. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna be able to read this, are they? Okay, so I'm going to end the stream. I'm gonna restart it in 1080. Hopefully I can do this. I'm not really sure, but let's give it a try. So I'm gonna end the stream real quick, and we will First of all, let me get this switch to 1080. Yeah, to be honest, it's even a little small for me. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna be able to. Trying to figure out how to exit the game. Yeah, see, if I'm having problems with this. There we go. If I'm having trouble seeing this, then I know you are. So let's see if we can get this. First of all, we'll get this back to 1080. Okay, now let me see if I don't know if I can set this up. I don't know if I can set this up while streaming, to be honest. Let me see if I can go into settings. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Okay, well, let me end the stream and I'll be right back. Okay, now this is really, I think this might be a problem for us. Let's see. Well, crap. Okay, let me see what we can do. Okay, I need to... I need to get this set for... Let me see if I have a... Okay, I'm gonna have to go offline for a few minutes, obviously, to get this set for 1080. So give me a few minutes, and I'll be back.